Hi everybody and welcome to Cardiff University. My name is Anne-Marie Ramsey. I'm part of the postgraduate recruitment team here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about all the different options which you have available for funding your master's course here this year. So to start off with, I'll give you a little bit of background information on postgraduate funding, then I'll move on to talk about your tuition fees and any applicable deposits, and then finally I will talk you through all the different options that you have available for funding your master's course. So to start off with, to give you a bit of background information, it wasn't until the 2016-17 academic year that the UK government finally introduced a postgraduate loan system for master's students. So prior to this time, 4 years ago, anybody looking to undertake a master's would have to fund it for themselves or potentially look to some sponsorship from their employer to cover the cost of their tuition fees. That all changed 4 years ago. So there's now a postgraduate loan system in place, and that was followed up last year in 2019 by a new package of funding from the Welsh Government, which I will chat to you about later. Historically, there's always been some funding available as well for various programmes in areas such as healthcare and social work. Again, I will chat to you about these a little bit later on. So when it comes to your tuition fees, these vary depending on your particular programme. So there's not a flat tuition fee for postgraduate programmes. It does depend on the programme that you're interested in. To find out the tuition fee for your course, it'll be on the course pages of our website. So have a look at there, where there's a part-time option available for study. These fees are usually 50% of the overall course fee per year, but again this can vary slightly, so do have a look on the website for further details. And then for most courses, any additional costs such as field trips are usually included in the tuition fee, but again there can occasionally be optional activities that do incur additional costs. So have a look on the website on the course pages and it will tell you everything that you need to know about your tuition fees. When it comes to paying your tuition fees, you have two options for this. So the first of these is to pay in full prior to enrolment, and then the second option is to pay in 3 separate instalments throughout the academic year. So the first of these would be in the autumn, followed by a second payment in January, and then your third and final payment in April. And obviously this is a pretty popular option with our students, as it allows you to spread the cost of your tuition fees over the course of the academic year. For anybody interested in deposits, so these are applicable to all international students, no matter what programme you'll be studying, and they're also applicable to any UK and EU students who are looking to study on certain programmes in our School of Medicine, School of Dentistry, or various programmes in the Centre for Professional Legal Studies, which is part of our School of Law and Politics. They need to be paid in advance, and then they'll be deducted from your tuition fees, and the final amounts for deposits have been confirmed for this academic year, so you can find these on our website. And you'll need to pay your deposit after you've received an offer of study in order to secure your place on the course. So now moving on to all the different sources of funding that are available for your master's course. So first of all, we have our Master's Excellence Scholarship. So this is a £3,000 tuition fee discount, and it's available to our UK and EU students studying on various part-time or full-time courses which would normally be delivered on campus, so not for our traditional distance learning courses. We have a pot of £500,000 allocated towards our Master's Excellence Scholarships this year, and from that £500,000 pot we allocate individual scholarships worth £3,000 each. So the scholarships are competitive, so they're awarded based on academic excellence, and to apply for one you would need to have received either a first or a 2-1 in your undergraduate degree. There's 2 deadlines for the Master's Excellence Scholarship. So the first one of these has already passed back in March, and then the second one is 3 weeks today on the 5th of August. So if you are looking to get your hands on a Master's Excellence Scholarship, you've got 3 weeks left to apply, so not too long left for that. In order to apply for one, you'll be sent an application form within 48 hours of applying for your course. So 5th of August, 3 weeks today, if you do want to get your hands on a Master's Excellence Scholarship. Secondly, I'm absolutely delighted to be able to introduce you the Alumni Discount Pilot Scheme, which is coming in for 2020. So this is available to all Cardiff University graduates, whether you're graduating this year or whether you're already graduated 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. It doesn't matter. There is an alumni discount available to all of our graduates on certain programmes. So the discount covers all programmes offered by Cardiff Business School, so that's in subject areas such as business, marketing, finance, economics, logistics and HR. And then various conversion courses too in areas such as journalism, communication, or creative writing. So we have set up a brand new web page on our website for the alumni discount scheme. So have a look on there and see if the programme which you are looking to apply for is included in the scheme. If it is, and if you are a Cardiff University graduate, you'll automatically receive a £1,000 tuition fee discount if you're a UK or EU student, and then a £2,000 discount if you're an international student. It can also be used in conjunction with our Masters Excellence Scholarship Scheme if you're a UK or EU student, or in conjunction with the Vice Chancellor's Scholarship if you're an international student, and that's up to a total support amount of £5,000. So again, have a look at our website or maybe chat to us today in our chat facility to find out more about the alumni discount that's available on certain programmes. And then moving on to the external sources of funding that are available. So as I mentioned earlier, the UK government introduced a postgraduate loan system back in 2016-17, and that varies depending on where you're domiciled in the UK as to the amount that you'll receive. So first of all, for students from England, the package that is available is delivered as a postgraduate loan. The amount for this year has been confirmed as £11,222. There are various eligibility criteria depending on the programme and then also depending on you. So for example, you can't have completed a master's qualification before, and you must be aged under 60 at the time of enrolling on your course in order to access the government loan for English students. It's available for full-time and part-time study as well as distance learning programmes as well. And any students receiving this funding package from the UK government will still be eligible to apply for the Masters Excellence Scholarship too. And then moving on to the funding available that's for Welsh students and EU students. So this is a package that was introduced by the Welsh Government last year. It does differ to the package available for English students because the amount is higher, first of all. So it's up to £17,489 for this academic year, which is available to you, and it's delivered as a mixture of grants and loans, which I will explain to you in a minute by playing you a short video from Student Finance Wales to explain exactly how that works. It's all very much dependent on household income as to the amount of grant you'd receive and the amount of loan that you'd receive. And as with the English loan, it is available for full-time, part-time and distance learning programmes, but there are various eligibility criteria again, which you can chat to us about today or you can find out more about on our website. In order to access the Welsh Government funding support package for master's students, you must normally be resident in Wales. So if you were an undergraduate student who's shortly due to complete your studies at Cardiff or another Welsh university, but before that you lived across the border in England, you would, I'm afraid, count as an English student rather than a Welsh one. So you can't have moved here for the purposes of study in order to access that funding. So now I'm going to play you the short video from Student Finance Wales.
Starting a postgraduate master's course this year? Focus on your studies and let us help with the finance. You can get loans and grants to support you during your course. You'll be able to decide how to use these, either to help you with your living costs, pay your tuition fees, or a mix of both. Your postgraduate master's finance is made up of a grant and a loan. The amount of grant you get and the amount of loan you get depends on your household income. we'll pay you in 3 instalments throughout the year. Or if you're studying over 2 years, you'll get 3 payments in Year 1 and 3 in Year 2. All eligible students get a grant of at least £1,000, which doesn't need to be paid back. Depending on your household income, you could get a maximum grant of up to £6,885. The rest of your funding will be paid as a loan, which you do have to repay. There's also extra help if you have a disability, including a long-term health condition, mental health condition, autism spectrum disorder, or a specific learning difficulty such as dyslexia.
And then just to reiterate that the Welsh Government package is available for students from Wales and the EU on various different courses, and all of these are listed on our website if you need any further information as to whether you'll qualify. They are for full master's programmes, so not postgrad diplomas or certificates. Separately to the funding that's available from the Welsh Government, the Welsh Government has also last year introduced a bursary system for various master's students. So there's 3 different types of bursaries that are available, and the first of these has been confirmed to us for this academic year. So that's bursaries worth £4,000 that are available to anybody aged 60 or over and living in Wales. So if you are aged 60 or over and you're looking to start your master's this year in any subject area, you will be entitled to a £4,000 bursary from the Welsh Government, which is fantastic. There's also 2 additional bursaries which we are waiting for confirmation from the Welsh Government that they'll be available for this year. So the first of these is a bursary of £2,000 for STEM students. So if you are looking to undertake a master's programme in science, technology, engineering, maths or medicine, then there might be a bursary of £2,000 available to you if you're a Welsh student. And then secondly, there potentially may be bursaries available for students of £1,000 for anybody looking to study through the medium of Welsh. So as I said, the bursary for anybody aged 60 or over has already been confirmed to us, and we're just waiting on final confirmation from Welsh Government that the other 2 bursaries for STEM students and for studying through the medium of Welsh will be available for this academic year, and it hopefully won't be too long until we can get some confirmation of this. So as I mentioned at the start, there is often some course-specific funding available for your Masters. So here at Cardiff University, we offer a Jameel Scholarship, which is available for students studying our MA in Islam in Contemporary Britain. And then there is also often funding available from the NHS for occupational therapy programmes, and funding available from the government too for social work programmes. I have to tell you that funding for these areas is now closed for this academic year. So they're no longer available. However, we do have a £1,000 scholarship available for our BTC. So that's our bar training course. And that £1,000 scholarship is available to anybody who has received a first class degree from any UK institution and is holding an offer to study the BTC here at Cardiff this year. So there will be a £1,000 scholarship available for that. So again, there's lots of information about this BTC scholarship available on our website, or you can chat to us about it today. And then finally, moving on to the other sources of funding that are available to you. You might be lucky enough to secure some contribution from your employer for funding your master's course. There's also something called the Alternative Guide to Postgraduate Funding. So this is a book, a guide that was set up by some former postgraduate students who approached various different charities and third sector organisations, asking them for contributions to their postgraduate studies, and the guide basically details all the different ways that they managed to get their hands on this cash. So if you think that this might be applicable to you, you can download a copy of the guide from our website. There's also a number of private student loan companies such as Future Finance, which provides loans of between £2,000 and £40,000 for students. And then finally, you might be looking to work alongside your studies. So part-time employment is another way of making sure that you have an income coming in alongside your studies. So that's the end of my talk today on funding. Thank you for listening. Please do get in contact with us today through the chat function. We've got representatives from our advice and money team there to talk to you. We've also got some of our current postgraduate students, so if you want to find out from them exactly how they funded their postgraduate studies, don't be afraid to get in touch. And thank you for joining us, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.